Harvard University student newspaper The Crimson reports that an incoming freshman who thought that he would be settling into his dorm today was deported because of political posts by his friends online. According to The Crimson, U.S. officials refused to allow 17-year-old Ismail Ajawi from entering the country shortly after he arrived Friday at Boston's Logan Airport.
So, a Palestinian 17-year-old resident of Tyre, Lebanon, was deported about 8 hours after arriving at Logan International Airport in Boston as he was on his way to Harvard as an incoming freshman. He gave a written statement which was obtained by the Harvard Crimson, which featured some details as to why immigration officials had questioned him for hours and searched his phone and his computer. Let's take a look.
At one point, leaving for hours to search his phone and computer. Ajawi writes, after the 5 hours ended, she called me into a room and she started screaming at me. She said that she found people posting political points of view that opposed the U.S. on my friends list. I responded that I have no business with such posts and that I didn't like, share, or comment on them, and told her that I shouldn't be held responsible for what others post. Well, Ajawi's visa was canceled. He was deported. He is now fighting to come back.
So I need you to keep in mind that this isn't just Ajawi's point of view. This is the point of view, and we don't know what the posts are. We don't know if they're super political in nature or whatnot. And this is, but this isn't what Ajawi had explicitly stated on his own personal social media, but merely what others on his timeline had potentially stated, like political sentiments that were found unconscionable or were found to be problematic by this immigration officer. And also, this is Ajawi's first person POV, and ICE has not released their own version of the events, but looking through social media posts have become common practice at this point. However, it usually pertains to political posts made by the individual. This distinction is something that I find important here, despite the fact that I still think it is remarkable and abhorrent and a total infringement on freedom of speech to even go through your social media posts when offering a visa to a student or when offering entry into the country. It's remarkable that Americans don't care about the rights, the supposed inalienable rights given to us by the Constitution or God when it comes to non-citizens. Now, this also, a similar thing had also occurred in the past with 4 incoming freshmen at Harvard in the years prior in the aftermath of the Trump travel ban because they were coming in from countries that were banned. And Harvard had urged students to stay in the country, and ultimately the matter was resolved. And this, of course, is a consequence of increased scrutiny on immigrants coming into the U.S. It also has led to U.S. citizens getting detained as well. Earlier this year, immigration officials held an 18-year-old U.S. citizen by the name of Francisco Galicia for almost a month in an overcrowded detention facility in Texas. He even had a citizenship paper on him. He lost almost 20 pounds while in custody for malnutrition. And Galicia, who had his birth certificate with him when he was apprehended, told his lawyer that he considered signing the paperwork for deportation just to get out of the facility. And passport seizures are also happening, but it's of course not unique to the Trump administration. Nader El-Dajani of Palestinian descent was questioned by the FBI, despite the fact that he had been an American citizen since the mid-1980s, and his passport was seized by the Obama administration's FBI after he was questioned about owning businesses in the Middle East. So the pressure is rising. I'm personally terrified. I'm shocked, but I want to hear your thoughts, so leave them in the comment section below. Once again, I'm Hasan Piker, and this has been The Breakdown.